By now, most people agree, something about Aaliyah's tragic death in that 2001 plane crash has never sat right. From the overloaded aircraft to claims she was drugged before boarding, many suspect foul play. It raises the haunting question, was it truly an accident, or is someone hiding the truth?
Assuming that the ribbon that you have is in memory of Aaliyah.
Yeah, this is my crew. You know, we put, you know, the stylist, we gave everybody ribbons, and this, I don't even know what to say. I just know that was a murder. You know what I'm saying? That was a spiritual murder, whether people know it or not, because God don't kill people. You know what I'm saying? Whether people know it or not. And I could go deep, but a lot of people I would have to really bring proof. You know what I'm saying? For what I learned. And she just was cut down in the prime of her life, and it's so unfair. And it wasn't time. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. I believe it wasn't her time to go, because from what I know, it ain't supposed to go down like that.
Aaliyah may have only been in the spotlight for a brief time, but her rapid rise to superstardom drew intense attention. Some idolized her and tried to imitate her, while others sought to use and manipulate her for their own benefit. There are even those who believe her growing influence made her a threat, someone powerful people may have wanted out of the way before she could reach her full potential.
Jay-Z knew about what happened to Aaliyah.
There's long been mystery surrounding what really happened to Aaliyah, and now Aubrey O'Day is reigniting the conversation. This time, she's boldly accusing major celebrities of covering up the truth. Shockingly, she's pointing the finger at none other than Beyoncé, suggesting she may have played a role in Aaliyah's untimely death. But why? Was it connected to Jay-Z, who was reportedly interested in Aaliyah before Beyoncé? Or was it simply industry competition between two rising stars? As Aaliyah's popularity soared, did someone see her as a threat? Whatever the case, Aubrey claims it's time the truth finally comes out.
Were you aware of the issues going on with R. Kelly when they were going on?
No, didn't have a clue. Completely ignorant to it.
Do you think anyone in the family was?
Yes. Yes, I think my sister knew a lot more than what we thought she knew.
Some people might be quick to dismiss Aubrey O'Day's recent claims as just another clout-chasing stunt, but let's not forget who we're talking about. Aubrey has never been afraid to name names. She's been in the industry, seen the dark side up close, and called out some of the most powerful people in entertainment. She was part of Donati Kane, the girl group created by Diddy during MTV's Making the Band, and she's had a front-row seat to the chaos that comes with fame, power, and manipulation. For years, Aubrey has been dragging Diddy without flinching, accusing him of grooming her when she was just 21, and publicly calling him out long before lawsuits and federal raids caught up to him. And while some people labeled her as bitter for being kicked out of Donati Kane, her track record suggests she's been telling the truth all along. So now that she's speaking up about Aaliyah's death and calling out big names, especially Beyoncé, people are listening. Yes, Beyoncé. According to Aubrey, some of the biggest names in the game have been hiding the truth about what really happened to Aaliyah. And this time, she's not mincing words. She's outright suggesting that Beyoncé may have had something to gain, or something to hide, when Aaliyah tragically died in a plane crash on August 25, 2001. But why would Beyoncé be involved? Was there tension between the two? Was it because of Jay-Z? Or was Aaliyah simply a rising threat in an industry that only has room for one queen at a time? Let's backtrack. Aaliyah, Dana Houghton and 8 others died when their small plane crashed just minutes after takeoff in the Bahamas. The official report claimed the plane was overloaded, the pilot was unlicensed, and substances were found in his system. Sounds like a perfect storm of negligence, right? But the deeper you look, the more the puzzle pieces stop fitting together. 1. Word is Aaliyah didn't even want to get on that plane. According to multiple reports, she was given a sleeping pill, allegedly against her will, and was carried unconscious onto the aircraft. She had no idea what was happening. That alone has haunted fans for decades. Then there's the video shoot. Just days earlier, on August 22, Aaliyah had flown to Miami to begin filming the Rock the Boat music video, directed by Hype Williams, one of the biggest names in the industry at the time. The crew had everything ready, the green screen was up, the location was set. But out of nowhere, Hype decided to ditch the Miami shoot and move everything to the Bahamas. Why? No one knows. And to this day, Hype Williams has never explained the sudden change. Anyone else who could have told us the real reason? They died in that crash, and then, there's what Aaliyah said shortly before her death. In a haunting interview in Paris, she described a dream that felt more like a prophecy. It's dark in my future dream. Everyone is after me. Don't know why. I got fear. Then suddenly I lift off. I fly away, far away. How do I feel now? It's like swimming. In the air, free without any weight. No one can reach me. No one can touch me. It's a wonderful feeling. At the time, her words didn't make much sense. But in hindsight, they sound like a young woman who knew something was coming. And with Aaliyah gone, there was suddenly room at the top. Someone else's star was ready to rise, and many believe that person was Beyoncé. Now let's be clear, Beyoncé is a phenomenal talent. She's been working hard since Destiny's Child, and no one can deny her artistry. But the timing? It's hard to ignore. Almost immediately after Aaliyah's death, Beyoncé's solo career took off like a rocket. She went from being part of a group to headlining shows, getting massive features, and launching what would become a global empire. To some, it looked like the industry needed a new it girl, and Beyoncé was crowned the chosen one. Just as Aaliyah was taken out of the picture, people have even revisited old footage of Beyoncé speaking about Aaliyah after the crash. While her words were kind, fans pointed out that her delivery seemed cold, like she was reading from a cue card, lacking real emotion. Her eyes didn't match her words, and her body language felt rehearsed. It left a bad taste in the mouths of many who believed there was more behind the scenes than anyone was willing to admit. So now, with Aubrey O'Day back in the headlines, asking hard questions and pointing fingers, the internet is buzzing again. Was Aaliyah's death just an unfortunate accident, or was it something more sinister? Aubrey believes it's time to finally uncover the truth. And with more people waking up to the cracks in the story, one thing is clear: the mystery of Aaliyah's death is far from over.
She was our age, and it's just scary because that could have been any one of us. And she was an angel, and I know that now she's with God.
There was a moment when Destiny's Child dedicated their Soul Train performance to Aaliyah. It was touching and emotional on the surface. But some viewers felt it was more of a PR move than a genuine tribute. Behind the scenes, rumors swirled that Beyoncé had long-standing tension with Aaliyah, and much of it reportedly stemmed from Jay-Z's interest in her. It was no secret in the industry that Jay-Z had actively pursued Aaliyah, and his obsession reportedly caused serious conflict between him and his then business partner, Dame Dash, who was actually dating Aaliyah at the time.
I think everybody that knows Sean Carter knows that he will slump anyone in any relationship for $1. Look at how he did Dame. Like, I don't give a fuck if you wanted to get away from your homie, if you wanted to get away from your partner, but to do it the way he did it, it's malicious. But maybe that was because he was fucking the girl that didn't want you.
Another layer to this story comes from someone who claims they saw Aaliyah and Jay-Z together at a party, and what they witnessed added more fuel to the rumors. According to them, Jay-Z arrived at the event solo, purposefully not bringing a date because his eyes were locked on Aaliyah. Throughout the night, he reportedly stayed close to her, had his hands all over her, and made it clear he was interested. It wasn't just a passing moment. People at that party noticed the energy. And with Dame Dash already dating Aaliyah at the time, it left everyone whispering, "What's really going on here?" If the people in the room could feel the tension, then you can be sure Beyoncé noticed it too. Allegedly, she didn't just see the way Jay looked at Aaliyah, she hated her for it. And that planted the seed for the rumored tension between two of the most powerful women in music. It's been said for years that Beyoncé and Aaliyah were on a collision course for the top, and if Aaliyah hadn't passed away so young, the competition would have been intense. Aaliyah was already dubbed the Princess of R&B, and it wasn't just a nickname, it was a prophecy. Her influence on music, style, and culture still echoes today. Many fans believe that had Aaliyah lived, she'd be one of the biggest stars in the world, right alongside Beyoncé. Some even question whether Beyoncé's rise would have been as meteoric if Aaliyah had still been in the picture. But to be fair, Beyoncé would still be Beyoncé. She's a force. Yet it's undeniable that Aaliyah paved the way. Her sound, her vision, and her ability to evolve set the blueprint that so many R&B and pop girls follow today. Even Beyoncé herself has acknowledged Aaliyah as an inspiration. And without Aaliyah around, it's not hard to see how the industry may have naturally pushed Beyoncé into the role Aaliyah was destined to hold. So the real question is, was there real tension between Beyoncé and Aaliyah? Did Jay-Z's interest spark something deeper? And if Aaliyah were still here, would she be Beyoncé's biggest competition today? Drop your thoughts in the comments, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.